Welcome back to my survival world. In the last episode I finished this Chinese themed area. Let's see what projects I have left in my idea box. A dye farm, enlarging the river, a mushroom farm and a pixel art museum. Let's start with the dye farm. First I need a cactus farm, then a bone meal farm and then a flower farm. This one can also be used to produce cocoa beans. Now a storage. And now I can connect everything with underground tunnels. Lastly, I need decoration. I just noticed, since this flower farm is in a taiga biome, it doesn't produce blue flowers. But I can build another one here. I could build a second ink farm, but I already have enough ink in my old one, so let's just take the ink I already have. So the special thing about the storage is that it can be used to craft new dyes. I didn't design it myself, this design is from Potato Noir. So if I want lime dye, for example, I will select white and green and then press the crafting button. And as you can see, it produces lime dye. In the back is a system that checks if I still have enough dye to craft. If one dye runs out, the whole system shuts down. The next project is expanding the river here to separate my base from the wilderness beyond. And that shouldn't take too long. Project number 3 is a mushroom stem farm, so let's build one here. Next, I will farm a few stacks of mushroom stem blocks for my new project. In my tower I have a pixel art painting here, and I really liked them. But I think I can do even better if I had more space. A year ago I built this giant building and inside there is a lot of space. So let's use that. But first I need a floor. Now to the paintings. I just googled famous paintings because I think it works best if the paintings are actually recognizable. And the more famous the painting, the more likely you are to recognize it. So let's start with the girl with the pearl earring. This one uses sand, but by placing a string below a sand block, you prevent it from falling down. I also use 2 layers, one for the subject of the painting and one for the background. Next is the composition in red, blue and yellow made from red, blue and yellow concrete. That one was easy, next one will be a little bit harder. Here we have The Son of Man by René Magritte. This one has 3 layers and it also is really zoomed in to get more of the detail. Number 4 is the Mona Lisa. And number 5 the Starry Night. Next is The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. In the painting the gold has like 3 different patterns and I use gold blocks and yellow concrete powder to replicate it here. Next we have a Water Lilies painting by Monet. And here we see the problem. This is difficult to recognize because he has like 500 paintings of water lilies, including many with bridges, so it's really difficult to see this one as any particular painting. Anyway, next is Napoleon crossing the Alps. Here I moved some of the horse into the background layer to make the shading more pronounced. And also make the hooves work because this really doesn't look good. Now the Wanderer over the Sea of Clouds. I think one of the Minecraft paintings is also based on that. This one is also really zoomed in. Painting number 10 is Whistler's Mother by James McNeill Whistler, and painting number 11 is American Gothic. And painting number 12 is Van Gogh's Self-Portrait. Here I use different kinds of blanks and strip blocks to imitate the brush strokes. That's all for the inside of the Pixel Art Museum. Now for the outside. This street needs some improvement, as well as this area. On the south side I want to maintain the view on the large facade, so I just remove this hill and add a path and a few trees and a small park. It looks nice here, but this area needs improvement, so let's build some small buildings and a carpet tuber here. The interesting thing in the art museum is that you can see in the copper roof that this area is far more oxidized than the other area here, which obviously shows that I spent a lot more time back there, near the Chinese themed area, than here, well, at least after I added the roof. Anyway, I think I'm completely out of ideas regarding Minecraft, now that the idea box is empty. So I'll probably just wait for the next update, which should be 1.22. Yeah. Till then, have a beautiful time and goodbye.